I made my first ever like Dagg team kind of like shirt and merch, and it had a little Nike sign on there. I kind of like, when I went out to college, I like sold them the first time. I got a cease and desist letter from Nike, like, hey,
what?
There's no way, like you can't do that, like take off the Nike thing.
Damn, they found you like.
Yeah, because it wasn't.
So here we go. All right, guys, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Sitdown podcast, your favorite podcast in the world. Why is my face on like that? Okay. It's me, your host, aka OMG on the mic, and we have another episode here today. This one's actually super special because it is a guest that I haven't seen in 2 years since graduation. And
yeah, 2 years.
It's been 2 years, bro. That's what's crazy. Going on 2 years. It's been like 1 and like 11 months, you know. So like we're about to be in a year soon, 2 years. But my guest here today, man, I met him in college at Greenville University. We were teammates. We were like going out buddies. I remember we went out a handful of times. We saw that like famous picture of actually, I think we went out the same time every year from junior year on. Because I remember one time it was like me, you, Vari, IP, and Rakim. The first year. And that was the year when IP was dying and I was like saving IP. And then we went out again almost in that same time period when it was like me, you, Sias, and Rakim. Yeah, so
that was a classic night.
Those are classic nights. So we've had some classic nights. Since then, you know, my boy's a businessman. He has his brand, official Dagg, right? Or just Dagg?
Dagg Life.
Dagg Life. Okay, There we go. He has his brand going on. It's getting going, man. So we're going to get into that a little bit. But for right now, man, I introduced my guest here today as Adam, bro. Welcome to the Sitdown podcast, man. How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm pretty good. The drive is pretty long, but that's it.
Hey, man, I appreciate you coming all the way out here, man.
Yeah, all the way from Stockton. That was
How long is it? Is it just under 3 hours or is it 3 hours?
Just under 3 hours.
Just under 3, yeah.
Like 2 hours and probably like 8 minutes.
Okay. So it's not as far as Sac from here, because I know Sac's like 245, 250.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, a little shorter. But I had like 3 like ways I could win. I think Sac is only like 1 or 2 ways.
Okay, yeah, because I think it's So only 2 hour 8. Okay, it's not as bad. I thought it was like damn near 3. I was like, dang.
No.
But still, 2 hours is a minute. It is a minute, and so I thank you for coming out here, man.
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, dude. I'm excited to, catch up. I'm excited to not only catch up but add on to already relationship we have. I kind of want to start out, man. Like I know we went into a little bit off mic, but how has life been after college, dude? How has it been for you?
So after college, it's bin all right. I'm not gonna say it's the worst, but I haven't like winning like, how can I explain it? Like crazy, right. It's just like, damn, it's the real world. Now I gotta actually like figure out some stuff.
Right?
Can I cuss on here?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, well, I
fucking cuss all the fuck you want, bro.
So I gotta figure out some shit. So
much,
we can
cuss, dude. You can do whatever you want on this podcast.
Yeah, so I had to figure out some shit, and it was kind of like stressful at first, but I'm like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's
just I had people in college that like did it on their own, like, you know what I'm saying, and kind of was like, hey, it's gonna be okay, like,
right.
Yeah, like Rakim, you, Christian, I talk to you guys all the time, so it was like I kind of was all right with it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just figuring out what to do next. Bruh, what's the plan?
Bruh, that tell me that's not like the hardest thing ever though.
Yeah,
because I don't know if you have it sounds like from what you're saying you have a similar story to me. Mm-hmm. So I came back to Cali and it was rough, dude. Like I came back. And like, I have psychology and media communication. So I was like, dude, I wanted to work in media. I wanted to go in like public relations. I wanted to go in any type of media. But then when I moved back out here, I moved to Fresno because I really had nowhere else to go because, my dad was living in Kling, which is even smaller, like country town. And I'm like, nah, I'm not trying to go back there. Yeah. And so Fresno was the only place because I was going to live with my aunt. But like Fresno is like not the place for media. It's not the place for me. You want to be in like SAC, you want to be in like the LA area, you want to be in the Frisco area. Fresno is just like not the area for media. It is out there, but it's super scarce. It's super scarce, and like I have bare minimum like professional experience, which is bullshit. But so it was rough, dude. I couldn't get anything going as far as like getting any look, any interview, and nothing. And then that like the student debt was like creeping. That first payment, you got 6 months. That first payment just kept creeping, dude. And I'm like, fuck, dude. And then so I was first trying like the first like 2-3 months, trying as hard as I can to get some kind of media job. Nothing, dude. No luck. And then I was like, all right, dude, this payment is coming, dude. And and my dad was constantly texting me like you got a job, like it's coming up, because he co-signed. So like if I don't like pay shit, like then it hurts him basically. And so I'm like, fuck, dude. And so I was trying so hard to get a job, and I wound up getting my first job out of college, dude, was selling direct TV inside of Costco.
Oh shit! How was that? Like you guys, because I know you have to be like, I don't want to like just like
nuisance.
Like aggressive. Like, hey, do you want a TV? Hey, do you want to? Do you have any service? Like, you have to, because like,
yes, man. Bro. And like I did it. I sold about like 40 accounts. So I was okay. It sucked though. Because you're just going like you just like, hey, how's it going? And then they like answer back. You like, if you don't mind me asking, like, who do you have for your internet TV provider, whatever, blah blah blah. And then like this whole spiel, and I'm just like, bro, this is trash. Like, and you just be standing there for like 6 hours, just fucking saying hi to everyone and getting blown off 1,000 times. And and it was just a frustrating job. It wasn't like. I had a lot of fun with it, when I was doing it, but like over time, dude, it's just like, fuck, bruh. Like, fuck, no, we're not doing this.
I mean, let me see. The first job I had out of college was Amazon.
Okay.
And that was around like what? The Prime? That's
Prime Week.
The Prime Week. And if you have an Amazon account, that's when they have all the discounts. And I'm telling you, 12's out the ass, bro.
12 hours?
Yes. Like, I literally would get home, go to sleep, wake up, go to work, go to sleep, wake up. Like, it was just like, I was like, man, how the fuck can I like keep doing this? Like, how do I come from playing basketball, graduating, and then come back to Cali working 12 hours? Like, I was like, that shit is stressful.
Delivering, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what was always going in my head too, is like, dude, I'm really like standing here pitching people all this shit, hating this shit, and sitting on a college degree like, fuck, dude. Like, what is, like, you know what I mean? Like, this, it feels like, I don't know, because like I still feel like that now with what I do, which we'll get to. And it was just like, but that's honestly constantly on my mind, even now, because like I'm still not even in a place where I'm using the degree at all. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, man, why did I get a business degree? I should have did something else. Because I go to a bank and they go, well, you overqualified, or they be like, you don't have any experience. And then I go to like a McDonald's or something. It's like, well, you're overqualified. We can't even give you this much money that we're supposed to give you. So it's like, I can't even work at a McDonald's. I have to go to a warehouse.
Yeah, dude. And that's funny, because I got that a few times too, where it was like, you're overqualified. And I was just like, what does that even mean? And they're like, well, based on like your qualifications and stuff, like, we don't feel comfortable training you, because we'll spend like, we'll train you and then you're probably gonna wind up getting something else. And so we don't want to spend those resources on somebody that's gonna get another job. And I'm like, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, bruh, I need a job though. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was literally begging. Like, hey, please, like, come on now. Like,
exactly.
I have some debt coming up and everything. Nope. Exactly. But how I took it as, like, when they say that, it's like, they don't want you to take their position.
Right.
Because once you're on and then it goes to higher up, they come like, well, they have the curriculars and all this, and they have a degree. This person doesn't have a degree, so we're just going to swap them out.
Right.
So that's how I took it. Like, I had got that like probably like 3 times in a row. I'm sitting there like, how? Like I haven't even had a job since 2012. How am I like overqualified? It's just
the same thing would happen to me, dude. I was stuck in that little thing too. Where you're overqualified. You're not qualified enough. Like it was just like you're just like caught in this weird, like middle, and it's just like, well, what the fuck do I do?
Yeah, I don't even know how would you even avoid that though. Like
I don't know. I think the only way to avoid it, hindsight in 2020, is but first you have to know what you want to do, right? So like you'd have to actually start working in that field while you're going to school. So you come out of school with not only the degree but a year to 2 years of experience in that, and so then you're qualified for, the ones that are saying you're not qualified enough.
But now you're overqualified though.
No, not if you're going for like the positions that you were underqualified for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. But
the ones that are like, oh, you don't have enough work experience, and now you do. It's like, okay.
Yeah, true.
I think that's the only way to avoid it. But we were basketball players, so it's like it would be almost impossible to work, like especially like in a business type of thing, and do like full-time student and do the full-time basketball.
Yeah, because I think the only thing I did that was kind of in the business realm of things was when I worked in the cafeteria.
Right.
And dang, I forgot her name too. But the lady would let me like kind of like do like the checks and balance. And I kind of did that. But I only did that for like 4 or 5 months before we graduated.
Exactly.
So it doesn't count.
Exactly. See, I had the same thing where the only thing I had social media, like media related, was I was a social media manager for Eden's Glory. Mm-hmm. But that was only like 5-6ish months, and they want year to 2 years. Yeah. And I try to spin that, but I've never successfully done it.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was like, man, fuck this, dude. I'm gonna hire myself, and that's why I started this podcast. Yeah, because I was pissed.
And I appreciate you, because man,
I said, fuck this, dude. I'm gonna hire myself, man. I know I'm good enough. So, and media nowadays is like you can do it now. Yeah. It just takes a while though.
I'd rather do that, scratch my own back, than have somebody else saying like, oh, I scratch your back for you, if that makes sense to anybody, because it's like you should just do it yourself instead of just being like, oh, well, I'm gonna work here. If you actually good in the field, you might as well just create your own like platform. Right.
Yeah, dude. So you been all right now though? You been good?
Yeah, I've been good so far. I've been good. Trying to build up my own brand, Dagg Life. It's kind of hard because it's a lot of like outlets you can go through. You can do the POD, that's print on demand. You can also do like a wholesale, or you can actually just have a lot of inventory in your house and sell it that way. So I'm like struggling with that, like trying to figure out which one I want to do. Yeah. Because the stuff I want to do, a lot of people, like a lot of POD, print on demand companies don't do it. Like I want to do kind of customs, different like colors with different things. Like I just don't want one solid color on my stuff. So that's the only thing with that. So I'm just trying to figure out if I can like implement the two, mesh them together, right, and see if that would work. So I'm just figuring that out. So far, let me see, since I started and like got it like legalized and everything, I think I only made probably like $2,000. So, which is not bad.
Yes.
Not,
it's not livable yet.
Yeah, not yet. So, but that's pretty good for me, like doing it in the pandemic. Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
That's a cool side hustle. I mean, for now, turn that side hustle to a main hustle, and so that's kind of like where you're committed on right now, is right? It's just, it's like that's the only thing, right? Because it's like, what else would you want to do?
Yeah, true.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm also trying to work on my credit. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You get your credit right, you can open up anything you want to. So that's why I'm figuring out that. Got a lot of books. Bought a lot of books. Read on that. Like pretty much. I have so much time in my hands. I might as well just do that.
So like professionally wise, or like say if like your day job basically, what would be your ideal day job for like as you're working on like the side hustle? Like if you had the chance, if you had the option or choice.
So a day job with me would probably be, let me see, Probably like a security guard or something, because that's still in the business, and I also get the network. You know what I'm saying? It just depends if you work at day or work at night. You know, if you work at day in the daytime, in the morning time, or like swing shift or mid shift, you can be like, hey, I have a clothing line here. You know, here's my business card or something like that. Right. You still can kind of promote yourself as you're still working. You know, that 9 to 5. So that would be my ideal like job. You know what I'm saying? Because I still get to network and talk to people. Because I can't sit in no cubicle. I can't be in the warehouse most of my day. I go crazy. Like, that's not.
Are you still with Amazon right now or no?
No.
Fuck that, huh?
Yeah, no.
My girl actually worked for Amazon for like, I want to say, a couple months, and she hated it.
Oh man, I promise you. Actually, when she go back, I promise you, nobody that worked at Amazon before and works at another job wants to go back to Amazon. It's that stressful, bro.
Yeah, I heard it pays well. She said it paid well, but it's just like it's hard and it's not.
Yeah, I don't know which one did she work at. Like, what kind of? Because they have different like.
She worked at a packing house in Sacramento.
Okay,
so she was like, like
she was like a gift wrapper.
Yeah, not good gift wrapper, but like I don't know, like some like packing like stuff in the boxes or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one pretty chill. That one pretty chill. Because the one I did was stowing, so you have to like.
Yeah, for 12 hours.
Yeah, stand for 12 hours. This person brings you some like a pallet full of stuff that's like about this high. I don't want to say hella, like this high probably, and it's probably like over like, I'm not gonna overdo it, probably like over like 2,000 worth of stuff, and you have to get that. It's a quarter that you have to make in like 4 hours. You have to stow all like people in there, bro, no lie, are like stowing like 50,000 per hour in 3 seconds.
In what?
3 seconds.
What? How?
Because you have to like, it's a bin that comes, like you press it and the bin comes, and it's like, I think the bin has like.
So you're like, what do you mean storing it? Where are you storing it? Like by hand with the?
Yeah, by hand. So you grab it. You
have a scanner, so you grab it out of the scanner.
Yeah.
Put it in the bin.
Yep.
Oh, so you're kind of just like throwing it in a bin, like.
Yes.
The bin is different size. So you have size 12. 16.
The bin can probably be like this big as a microphone, bro. And then you have to put like, say like.
Car keys. And
like 300 cell phones, right? You get them, put them in there. Beep, 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 beep. Like, I had a hand cramp.
Damn, that's just constant, huh?
And there's a certain way you have to stow it.
You said people was goats at it, just fucking.
Yes, goats. It's a person. At
Legends, Amazon legends over here.
Yes, they're like they sign like the robots and shit.
What? what?
Yeah, it's a robot that comes, and then if they hit over like 20,000 in a night or like in a week, they get to sign a robot, and it goes up on like the.
This sounds bananas, dude.
Yeah, I promise you. Like it's
you crazy. Sign a robot, and then your jersey basically is hung up in the rafters.
Yes. Like people like this. Like I seen somebody hand and looked at like invisible.
It was like one of those like when he's going so fast it looks slow. It's like
yes,
it's because it's just like but he's moving like so fast it looks slow.
Yeah, and they can just sit there and talk to you all day like this. Yeah,
that's insane.
And I'm sitting like what
for 12 hours.
12 hours.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
They never leave early. Have all their vacation.
Nothing.
Just they're like, yeah, I love it here. What? No.
He said, what?
No.
That's
how? How do you do that?
How? I remember that. That time when like the whole team got like suspended.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
You just broke it back. What was that? Yeah.
That was it was for The Rock, wasn't it?
Yeah, for The Rock. You got to get the people out here for that.
That was the stupidest shit ever, dude. Like, how many people were suspended? Like 4 or 5, huh?
No.
Well, we had to be 4 or 5 because there's like 15 of us, and we had just enough for 2 squads, and that was it.
No.
No subs.
IP had to play both. IP. I think IP had to play both squads.
Did he?
Yeah.
So 6 people got suspended for that game, right?
Yeah, I don't want to name all the people.
No, I'm not gonna name them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put them out like that. It had to be 6 because we had 15, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, but it was because remember some people like fessed up and was like, "Well, I was there too." And really wasn't there, but it was just because they were the captain.
Right.
Not gonna say no names, but you know,
that was the stupidest shit, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, that was good for us though.
Yeah, and we still won because remember that was like the best team in the tournament.
We got the dub.
Yeah, and that's when like I feel like that's when everybody like got to show like they can actually.
That's the thing about GU too though is like that you did get your chances though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Some people didn't, but most like, especially like playing 10, like most schools only go 8 max.
Yeah,
you know, so they was playing 10, so you know that was cool. I think for D3, like GU was like one of the better experiences.
Yeah.
For D3, you know, especially our senior year, dude.
Yeah, that was
so much attention our senior year.
Yeah.
Cause like
for sure.
Because like we was we already came in and like GU was already kind of like on the rise up. You know, and then we came in, and then we was just kind of tearing it up, and then we came back our senior year, and like we was ranked number 1. Remember we had all those morning shows come in at 6 a.m. So we had like that was almost like every other week for a while, and then when we broke that record,
the
200 went to ESPN, and then we had more of them come. Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was insane.
Yeah, I think that's how. Once we did the 200 points, I kind of got like some offers overseas just because of that. Just off of me being like attached to GU because remember I only played a couple games,
right?
So just me like, oh, he played though, so it was like he's probably like that good too. Like off of that, and I was like, dang, that was crazy too. Like just being right there was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it was so wild during that time too because in the spur of all that, that's when like. The Greenville University decided to do like that piece on me for like the transfer experience, and so like during all that, like not only on top of that, like I had like the camera like following me around and shit like that to make that video, dude. That shit was just insane, dude. I'm like, this is probably how D1s feel all the time.
Yeah,
all the time, like that's crazy.
For sure. Yeah, true. Because remember when the news came out and it was like, well, we're trying to figure out what's the system, and then they had remember he did like a video of how to do the system.
It was like a training video. I still want to see that. Like it was like a 3 to 4 part series or something.
Yes.
Like how to do it, like a how-to video.
Yeah, that was wow. Like just trying to like
figure it out. Yeah, that was funny. We had to like sit there and like act like.
And not be goofy, like you know, because Weird was like he wanted to be serious, and we're never serious at practice. Yeah, and I'm like, man. And then remember when I made all them threes, and then he was like, "Well, the Citadels are supposed to do that." I was like, "What the fuck? Like, just go with the video, like,
bro." It's because you're a misfit, bro. Yeah, you were a misfit. C squads were misfits, dude.
No, I got one. Dang, I don't even want to violate nobody. So, remember when we all got in trouble? I'm not going to say, because I don't want to say what happened and violate somebody, but we all got in trouble. Okay. And we had to run at like 6 a.m. I know you remember. This is our quote unquote freshman year.
Oh, okay. We had to run at 6 a.m.
Yes, remember? Everybody knows. Like, I just don't want to, like,
we all got in trouble?
All of us.
I don't remember. What happened? You don't have to say like the names or anything like that. Like just generally what happened.
All right. Remember, I think it was like around Halloween. Okay. And it was throwing candy.
Throwing candy?
Yeah, and then somebody got hit or like they broke a window.
Oh, oh, you talking about like the thing that happened right in the middle of campus?
Yeah,
that was our junior year, huh?
Yeah,
because it started out like I guess it started out real friendly, right? In the DC, and then like a full on like candy throwing war.
Yeah, like they was like, I was not in the middle, but like I seen everything like from start to finish. Like they was pulling up in cars, throwing candy. I'm like, who has that much candy to throw?
Bro, that was fun because I remember KD was in the mix of all that.
Yeah, and it was time. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Like
that was early in the season too. Like
yeah, we didn't even have no games or nothing.
Yeah, that was very early. Yeah, I forget we had some stupid shit happen too though.
Yeah, that's what I said. I had to really go back because we had like a lot of fun shit.
One. Yeah,
The Rock was one. Somebody tried to fight somebody.
Yeah, but then I remember like we would always. It was our senior year. For some reason, we always had like issues going on, and we'd always have to meet up like with coach like in like like sudden team meetings, and we had to like sit there as a coach and all them would talk.
What issue though?
Huh?
Because it's like issues.
So, one of the main issues was
the I'm not gonna say the but people probably gonna get the gist of it. When we had to do like the random
the random drug test. We was like the hugest thing on there because we had problems with that like a lot throughout the entire year.
Yeah, for sure. I even got another one. Remember when we got in trouble because somebody stole the phone?
Yeah. It was at that school, huh? Mm-hmm. At that one school, yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of wild. I was like, damn.
Our team low-key had sticky fingers, though, too.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to leave it out there, you know what I'm saying, you wanted to get took, like. Yeah. Because a lot of stuff that got, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to say, like, stolen, but, like, misplaced. We're going to say it that way. This stuff. The people that did do it, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to violate y'all. So, that got misplaced. They would, like, wait, and then be like, okay, well, it's still there. Mm-hmm. Come back, still there. Well, shit. Like, I might as well get it now. So.
Oh, man. Well, let's transition out of this real quick. I never got to ask you. Talk to me a little bit about your brand, dude. All right. Why the name? Where'd that come from? All that.
Okay, so me and my brother, we like to buy clothes. Like, a lot of clothes. Even if it's Tommy Hilfiger, Gucci, whatever. And we also, like, play basketball, work out and stuff. So I was like, why not have our own brand and kind of implement it with like kind of like a stylish thing, like you can wear it to the gym, or you like, oh, I want to go out with my girl, or I want to go out with my boyfriend, let me just throw this on, and it looks cool. And then the thing Dagg Life comes together with the basketball slogan, the dagger, the end of the game, anything, scoring the last bucket or scoring the last touchdown or hitting the last home run, it's the dagger. And then my logo is a Cupid because the Cupid is always on point and never misses.
That's Cupid right there, right?
Yep.
Show it to the camera, dog. Dagg Life right here.
Yeah, so that's how it comes. That's how it came together. So it's pretty much just my spin on things and bringing my kind of style to like the clothing industry. You know what I'm saying? That's what.
So you have a vision for Dag Life to be kind of a universal wear. Yeah,
universal wear.
You can wear it to gym. You can wear it to the club. Yeah, you can wear it on a Tinder date.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, the 10, on the 10 for sure. Yeah, pretty much like if Nike, does this, or if Gucci does this, it's pretty much if Nike and Gucci came together and was like, hey, let's come together and make a separate clothing line, or let's collab together. That's what Dag Life is.
Right. Okay. And you have shirts and hats right now?
Yeah, I have shirts right now. This is a sample right now. So I'm working on this. So I only have shirts. I have jerseys right now.
And what?
And jerseys.
Jerseys.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said it's doing pretty well, right?
Yeah, it's doing pretty well.
Okay. And how have you decided to do it so far? You have like all the inventory in the crib?
So right now I'm doing the inventory in the crib.
Okay.
Which is terrible to me because it's like certain people want, because I have shorts too. So like certain people are like, I want this shirt with this shorts. But it's like, hey, I can't like separate them because they're packaged together. You know what I'm saying? It's a deal of making because, you know what I'm saying, I'm giving it for a good price, you know. So it's like, if I separate them, you know, it's a different price for it to separate them. Because now I have like mismatch and stuff. So.
And now they're broken sealed.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah, that's the hard part about that. But it's also the fun part because I'm learning as I'm going.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. It's interesting because like I'm like eventually down the line gonna like, you know, get my merch going. And like these are things I'm starting to think about as well. Like, okay, how am I like who am I gonna like even get this made from? Yeah. You know, how am I gonna like how many am I gonna get? Where am I gonna store all that shit? Yeah,
and it's you have to really do your diligence and do your research on the vendors and who do you want to get it from in the country? Do you want to outsource it? Do you want to like offshore it, or do you even want to just do it in town like that? And then sometimes in town, just because you're like a startup, they'll charge you more because they're like, well, we don't want to have a fulfillment here and then you don't sell. Now, you know, we made all these clothes and then you didn't pay us, right? You know? So that sucks too, because you have there's just the big brand, and then establishing business credit, which I learned too. And
what is that? Can you talk to me about that?
Yeah, so the business credit. So the business credit is pretty much like how can I explain it without like going over everybody's head? Business credit is pretty much it's separate from your personal credit. So like, you know, the business credit has, I think it's Experience, Equifax, and I'm forgetting one more, and a Dun & Bradstreet, I think it's called. And then, you know, with the personal, it's TransUnion, Equifax, Experience, and all that. So once you get your business credit up, like you have to get like net 30 accounts, net 60. So net 30's accounts is pretty much you get like right now I have a fleet card, it's a gas card, it's a net 30. So I can spend as much as I want to, and I have 30 days to pay it all off. And then it reports to my business. It doesn't report to my credit. But some net 30 accounts, some vendors that do net 30 and net 60s, they will pull from your personal just to be like, okay, well, you know, it's a real person, the identity stuff. So once you get your business credit going, and I don't want to say a wrong number, it ranges up to like, if it's like in the 300s or something like that, it's pretty good. You know, it starts at right now mines are like at 80s, so I'm a risk pretty much. So once you get your business credit established, if that makes sense, if you know, if you have any more questions, you can ask me. But yeah, I'm learning.
Do you start at zero, or do you start from based on your personal credit?
I think as so far as I've seen everybody else's that I asked and everything, they start at 80, where I'm at now, and it goes up. Well, some actually started at like 60, so I really don't know. I think it's just when you open up their account, open up your business or anything like that. And
do you have to get like a merchant's license to sell like merchandise?
You have to get a sales permit. Yeah,
sales permit.
Yeah, okay. You have to get a business license. How difficult
is it to get that?
Sales permit, easy.
Okay.
The difficult part is getting your business license. It's not difficult. It's just you have to do a lot of running around. Because since I'm in Stockton and I'm lucky to be like everything is in one place, like downtown. So all I had to do is go across the street or anything like that. But other people have to go like extra miles, you know what I'm saying, to go get some stamped and everything. So once you get your business license, you have to get an EIN number.
EIA number?
EIN number.
EIN?
It's I want to say employment identification number. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on it. Because I have different, like, you know, since you're in college, you make a nickname for it just to remember it. So it's pretty much a social security number for your business. Okay. And you use that, and when you do your net 30s and all that to build your business credit, you use that.
So all these things are essential for like establishing your brand as a business?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
like a legitimate one, right? Like,
yeah,
not just something like, this is like a brand. But
yeah. Okay. Unless you want to do, if anything, you don't have to do all of that. You can just have doing a business as, you know, and that kind of helps. But if you want to get business credit, if you want to get credit cards or net 30s, you have to take these steps.
Right.
And I'm learning as I go because that wasn't taught in college, you know. That's what I was saying off the mic. I was like, if I learned these stuff, then I could have been like, okay.
Steps ahead, yeah. So. What does a business degree even entail? Like, I don't it's just business. So like, what does that even mean? Like,
man, I'm still trying to figure out because wherever we're doing now, we're doing business. You know, everybody does business every day. So I really don't know because business is really this wide range. You know, so I can't even give you a real definition of business because it's like. Everybody does business. Even people like, no, I suck at business. Where we're talking business. So I'm getting to know you as you getting to know me. And I'm figuring out how can I help you. And it's, the consumer to service. So we're doing business right now. You know?
Right. That's interesting. I actually never even thought about it like that.
Yeah. So like
interesting. So Dagg Life. So also another question I'm curious about, like personally, is like, how much money is it to get started on like merch? Like how much merch do you want to like? What was like your like first like initial buy as far as merch, and then like how kind of much was that like logistically?
Okay,
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
So too. my first drop was my jerseys that I dropped, and I want to say I spent like 800 because I only got like 50 of them, and then I turned around and got my 2-piece shirt and short set, and I spent about probably like 1,000. Because it also comes when you want to do if you want to do the wholesale, like you want to have all the inventory in your house, you have to make sure different materials, and the logo, you want to make sure the logo is right. You want to get 2 or 3 samples. I have spent probably like $500 on just samples alone, just feeling the texture and feeling how it's supposed to just talking to other people because I outsource my stuff to from India because they have the soft material to me, and trying to figure out how to talk in their language, figure out their time zones.
You're doing business, that's crazy. Okay,
that's the only thing that did help when I took global business. It kind of helped me with that, like figuring out like, okay, I have to talk to them this way. I have to ask if they're religious, because if they're religious, you know what I'm saying? Okay, how's that? Like pretty much getting to know them before even doing business with them.
And even like the communication's a lot different. Like certain things that you might say might be rude, but it's like not rude to like our culture.
Yeah, like I'm trying to give you one. I was talking to one of my vendors, and I was like, okay. No, I said, all right. I was like, all right, that's fine. And he took it as like, oh, you don't want to do business with me. Like he think I was bad business. Yeah. But I was like, no, over here, all right means that's fine, that's okay, I like it.
We're good, yeah.
Yeah, he wanted me to say something different, like, yeah, I like it, it's okay, like that. And I was like, oh shit, like, right, like I had to really like really think about it. So,
how would you like get in touch with these like different samplers? You just Google them and then just
you pretty much will Google them, or you would go to like AliExpress or something, or Alibaba or something, and then you would just pretty much talk to them that way. So if everybody that's like selling vendor lists and all that, I just kind of killed their business right now if they look at your stuff, because a lot of people sell vendor lists too. Like they'd be like, oh, like I don't know if you've seen like that ad, like, oh, I have 100 vendors list, I'm selling it for $10.
I've never seen that before.
Really? Dang, I don't know if I have my phone.
They sell lists of vendors. What the fuck?
Yeah, like they sell them.
That's weird.
Yeah, like
how do you sell vendors? Like,
So they pretty much they have like special products. You know what I'm saying? They're like, hey, I have this product, or like I have the what is popular right now. Give me something that's like kind of popular right now. I can tell you if it's on there or not.
Like about what?
Like a product, like something. And
hand sanitizer.
Okay, yeah, they have hand sanitizers for 2 cents. For 50 of them, like 2 cents. And people will sell that vendors list, and it'll probably be like, let me see, Sarah's company or something, right, in China, and they'll be like, hey, I have a vendors list for hand sanitizer. All I need is $5. They get this like that.
Dude, there's a hustle on everything. What the fuck,
that's why I tell you. That's why when you said, well, like, how would you describe business? You can't, like, it's anything you can do, like,
right, anything you can make a business. Yeah, that's crazy. Selling vendors list. I'm not gonna. It's
a lot. I
was saying, how do you even get into that game? Like, what?
Man, it's a lot. I definitely would. Off the grid. I'll show you, because that's a whole new world. That's like, it's like the black market.
That sounds black market-ish, dude. It sounds super black market-ish.
Yeah,
like it sounds a little sketch.
Yeah, but see, that's again if you do it, like, you know, if you outsource and you go through them, it's just pretty much getting a lot of samples and really going like, all right, I'm gonna take this risk and trust him. That's it. So I have luckily to have 2 vendors that I kind of trust, and I can be like, and they always hit me like, hey, do you want us to make another thing or do this? And you got to talk to them. Don't ever give them your phone number. You have to make this little thing called like a WeChat or like a WhatsApp. Yeah, it's black market. I'm telling you,
it sounds really black market.
So, but pretty much, yeah, you just have to do that, and then you communicate through there, because that's what they use. They use that overseas.
Why never give the number?
Just off of, you know, bad business, if they're not doing like, you know, GG, you know, good business or some shit like that, and you can just like block them, you know. If you give them your numbers, like they can call from different type of numbers and shit. Yeah,
sketchier.
Yeah, so it's always you download them. That's like that.
Wow, dude. My mind's getting blown right now, dude. This sounds super. I don't know if I want to do merch anymore.
No, I mean, see, that's what I'm saying. You can do merch by Amazon. That's pretty decent. I heard good reviews with that. And then
I'm gonna do something easy, bruh.
I mean, yeah, you can do.
I'm not hopping on the black market, dude.
You can do the print on demand. One is I'm not sponsored by them, but the Printful is pretty good. Printful is pretty good. I'm thinking about working with them, and they're print on demand. So pretty much, you just make your design, slap it on, and then they just make it for you and just put it on your website.
So that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, see? But yeah, if you just want something like this simple or anything, or if you want something like this, like, you know, the block, you know, kind of design, you have to probably just, you know what I'm saying, go into the black market, man.
Oh shit, dude.
But I mean,
I'm stressed out now, dog.
If you have any, like, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, Adam, man, I need to know about this, I'll for sure let you know.
I'm glad if I asked you about Dagg Life. I never knew what Dagg Life was about, dude.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people think when everybody hears Dagg Life, they automatically think dad. Like,
Dad Life.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, it's Dagg Life. Somebody was like, I was like, yeah, my company's name is Dagg Life. And it was like, did you say daddy? And I'm like, bro. What? I'm like, no, that's not what I said. I said Dagg Life. And it's me constantly like explaining it, which is cool to me because I like my brand and I love my brand, you know. Right. So I explain it to the T. And then once I implement the Cupid with the Dagg, you know, Dagg Life, they go, wow, that fits perfect.
So it's like a whole product and like up and coming, like in the making, huh? Yeah. You've been claiming Dagg Life since like what, 2 years ago in junior? It might be before, but that's when I noticed because that's when I met you.
I've been claiming Dagg Life since 2012, 11. 2009. See, at first it was Dagg team because it was the whole like the mixed team, the shift team, the little basketball thing,
right?
And then I was like, let's take it a little farther than that. I even had to the point where I have a picture of me. I made my first ever like Dagg team kind of like shirt and merch, and it had a little Nike sign on there. I kind of like when I went to college, I like sold them the first time. I got a cease and desist letter from Nike, like, hey,
what?
There's no way, like you can't do that, like take off the Nike thing.
Damn, they found you like
yeah, because it wasn't. This is when Instagram was like kind of growing a little bit. So if you even had like 1,000 followers, he was kind of big a little bit,
Yeah.
So I had I want to say like 2,000. So it was kind of like, and I was selling my stuff, and it was like everybody would constantly wear it, and just like that, like even if it's like just a little bit,
you can't get any kind of slice of their pie.
Yeah, none. And a lot of schools do it. We was kind of like sponsored by Nike, and then my other school was kind of sponsored by Nike, but they also was selling some like illegal stuff. Like what I'm saying, how did you get a orange Nike? What I'm saying, with the Panther thing on there? Like, yeah, they for sure didn't say it was good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I definitely was not giving them no cuts. So I for sure just was like, I'm not gonna sell them no more. So
makes sense. Yeah, you don't want that. Yeah. You don't want that smoke, bro.
Yeah, I was like, I
don't
just
want no Nike smoke, bro.
Yeah, man, for sure. So I was like, I just wait till collab with them because what they was talking about, I was gonna owe more than student debt, man.
That sounded crazy. What would the letter say? Do you still have that letter?
It was in the email, and I don't even have the email no more. I always try to like look for it. Like I showed, I think I showed Rakim. I showed Rakim it because he didn't believe me. I was like, no, actually, like Nike, like send me, and he's like, oh shit, like they really sent you that shit. I was like, yeah, bro, like. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, so since 2009, I've been claiming Dagg team / Dagg Life.
But now it's just Dagg Life, or is it still Dagg team?
No, it's not Dagg team no more. Because to me, it didn't sound like professional. Dagg team. Like I didn't feel like that kind of like rolled off the tongue, right? Or anybody like, oh, I'm gonna get that Dagg team shirt. You know what I'm saying? It sounded way better like I'm getting a Dagg Life shirt, and I can spin off a lot of stuff with that instead of the Dagg team. Kind of just sounding like an athletic kind of like wear type of thing.
Right. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying now. Okay. Because like life, that's like it's a life like type of thing. You can wear it for any time in life, not just sports related. I feel you. Have you ever thought about like getting hiring almost like a marketing team?
Yeah, I thought about that, but I'm like very, very young in the game. Right. So I'm not even making enough money to be like, hey, I can give you this or give you that.
Right.
So
makes sense.
I've been thinking about that, like how much money should I have? You know what I'm saying? Just to start have a marketing team. Because that would be way easier for me. Right. Like I did the marketing thing. I don't know if you noticed when I was like, oh yeah, I have somebody running my page. That was the most stressful thing ever because it's like I wanted to post at this certain time, he wanted to post at this certain time, and he was like, well, this fits more, but I was like, this is where I got all my views at. You know what I'm saying? We can kind of mix and match the days or something and the times, but this is where I got my most views at. And then the person was also young, you know what I'm saying? So I was giving the person a chance. Right. And I was like, in the midst of that, I was losing followers. Because he will post something and then he would kind of word it a way that's like kind of like professional. But I was like, well, that's not how I post my thing. Everything is organic and everything is like, if I have a letter missing, it's a reason why I have a letter missing because I don't want to say fans, but my following gets it. Yeah, right. Because it's like they all understand you. Yeah. Right. Because I remember because like there'd be like random comments everywhere. Yeah. That was for sure not me. I remember that. I was like, man, what's up with Adam? A lot of people. Like, that's not like, they even seem like Adam though, you know? A lot of people was like, yo, like Riley was like, you unfollowed me, and I was like, first of all, I didn't unfollow you. Yeah. I'm not even controlling my page right now. And he was like, I was like, I'll follow you back. But yeah, just like that, like,
that's crazy.
I gave him a list who not to unfollow. I was like, these are all my teammates. Right. I don't care if they don't like anything on my thing. They're my teammates. You know, you can unfollow anybody else, but these people right here messed up on that and stuff. Which I was only paying them like $100 a month, which, you know, isn't bad for like just to have like somebody running your page, but it was just like very stressful because I was kind of, you
didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, I didn't know at all, and it was just, I was very new to it, so I was like, I want to get myself verified and I want to get it up and running, but it's just like I just do it organically, like I just do it myself.
Road to 10K. Sorry, you got here. This is the one that's craziest to me. Is the Mandala Effect. You know about it?
What is the Mandala Effect?
You don't know what the Mandala Effect is? The Mandala Effect is like so like where it comes from like this guy, I forgot his name, and this is part of the Mandala Effect. Is his name was something Mandala or Mandalia. I'm probably saying it wrong. Mm-hmm. And so he died, but people don't remember that he died. And so that's the Mandala Effect. So it's like certain things that we go throughout life thinking is true, but actually hasn't been the entire time. So like the Berenstain Bears is a thing.
Like you trying to say like the butterfly effect or like a deja vu type shit? No.
So the butterfly effect is like, you know, like a butterfly flaps its wings and it affects like the entire world, right? There's a tsunami in Hawaii, right? Mm-hmm. No, with the Mandala Effect is like you like you think one way, but entirely it's been a different way than your entire life.
Oh, so like what's up is down, what's down is up.
No, it's even more subtle than that. Let me see here. I'm trying to think of one like right off the rip, because the Berenstain Bears one is one. There was a whole movie on it, dude. It blew my fucking mind.
I looked this up.
I watched that motherfucker on shrooms, bro, and I was fucking lost.
See, look, so for people, I'm not gonna lie, for people that doesn't believe in like the little theories or anything, they have to do it. To me, I feel like if they do it high or drunk, it's gonna click. Because to me, when you're high, you tap into your like subconscious, and you actually will really, really like fucking like feel different. That's why everybody be like, oh shit, like them little fucking weird ass like memes and shit. Mm-hmm. Like what's one that's crazy? Like I seen a meme where it's like, if you're sleeping, how do you know you're breathing?
Huh?
If you're sleeping, how do you know you're breathing?
Because we're always breathing.
Yeah, but how do you know you're asleep?
Well, because people like plug your nose to wake you up sometimes.
But how do you know though?
How do I know? I don't know.
See, that's what I'm saying. That shit there is hella weird. Like, so like, you have to. That's why they were like, you have to be high to get that shit. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like the for a long time everywhere is water wet type shit. You know.
That was
that. To me, I don't know. I'm here and there with that one. Like, I don't want to bring it back up, but yeah, I'm here and there with that one because it's like, fuck. Like, is water wet? Is, you know what I'm saying? Remember we was joking around, like, is fire hot? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All that type of shit, like, so, like, but, yeah, everything, you know what I'm saying? To me, if you want to really, like, think it's a conspiracy theory, you have to do it. I don't want to say do it like, you know what I'm saying, drunk or high or anything, but if you can't get it all the way, I think you should do it that way because it kind of will click because you're kind of attached and kind of activated your subconscious, you know, and that's pretty much what it is. If you're not kind of in tune with your subconscious, then you will never understand, or you just think everything is a lie, which is not a lie. Like, you know what I'm saying, like shit is really, really true. Like, they do have like a underground tunnel and shit. Like, that shit is really, really true. Like, if the world would blow up right now, the 1% would go underground and be straight. They even have like a private island and shit.
Private island underground?
Yeah.
How is an island underground?
That's what I want to know. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I want to know.
Because it's a possible way you can build some shit underground, but you know what I'm saying, like, I still haven't figured out, and I haven't really got myself to be like, oh, let me look at that shit.
There's actually a conspiracy theory about that, about the Denver airport.
Yeah, me and Josiah was talking about that. I think I talked about that on his one of his projects he had to do.
Yeah.
That shit, I don't want to say it's not real, and it is real. I don't want to it's a lot to do with that shit. Like, I have been there. I'm not gonna lie. I told Josiah, I have been there, and I have seen the mural, and I have seen the horse.
Yeah,
that shit real. That whole thing is real. That shit there is real.
Can you explain that real quick, just for the people at home?
What?
The horse, right?
The horse with the red eyes is real.
Okay, and what does that symbolize?
That symbolizes fuck.
Like neo-Nazis, right? Something like that? Or no?
Yeah, but it's even goes deeper than that, where it's like this goddess or something, like a god that comes with a white horse, and he's like the god of war type shit. And then the portrait has to do with it's a lot.
Because I know there's like theories about that's like an Illuminati base too, right?
Yeah. It's a lot of areas in the United States is Illuminati based.
Mm-hmm. What? So because Illuminati. Okay, this is. I'm tripped out about Illuminati because there's Illuminati that will hit you up and be like, join the Illuminati.
Yeah, but
then there's the actual Illuminati. So it's what is this shit?
All right, so I don't know. I'm not in the Illuminati, but what I
probably just do.
All right, so
I'm scared to talk about it right now, but we're talking about it.
Just know, if we die when this comes
video
out,
evidence,
we died because we talked about the Illuminati. Just letting you know. Okay, so it's different. How can I explain it? It's different levels.
Okay.
To the shit. So when that song came out, it's levels to the shit. It's by Meek Mill. I think it's by Meek Mill. Is it by Meek Mill?
Is that a Meek Mill song?
Levels. He wasn't just talking about, you know what I'm saying, his text bracket or anything. That he's actually talking about the Illuminati type shit, because that shit there. So they have the 30. They have the 33%. They have the skull and bones. They have, what is the Drake's shit called? The owl and the shit. It's a lot of shit. So what I researched so far is, and this shit is in public records and shit. You can actually Google this shit and everything. They have something in California, in the upper coast, where they have meetings, all of them, all the 1%, anybody that's in the club and everything. And they all in Illuminati. They figure out what's the agenda and everything, how they're gonna take over the world and shit. What else? I'm trying to think what else
is this tied with deep state at all? Deep state is the conspiracy that there's behind our leaders there's really someone else pulling the strings about how to control the world and things like that.
Yeah.
So the Illuminati and deep state are kind of intertwined.
Yeah. A lot of people say no, but I'll give you an example. The Rockefellers, the Fords, Wells Fargo,
Gates.
Listen to me.
Okay.
So Wells Fargo, the
Wells Fargo, the bank.
Yes.
Okay.
But see, you think it's the bank, but Wells Fargo is actually a family name. Okay. The Chase and all that. So pretty much.
Mostly a lot of banks.
Pretty much a lot of banks, right? The big banks, they control everything. Mm-hmm. Now, everybody's going to say, oh, what are you talking about, a bank? I'm not talking about actually the bank. I'm talking about the name of the bank, the families that are attached to the banks. They are quote unquote, the 1%. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will say the same thing, well, no, he's wrong. It's not the 1%. But if you actually look at it and everything, if a Rockefeller says, you know what I'm saying, I think he's an old ass white dude. He's his family a long time ago, you know. If he says something to the president hey, so I'm losing money here, or depopulate, you know what I'm saying, a certain amount of people, he has to act on it because the 1% controls everything.
Right.
So it's levels to 1%. It's the skull and bones. It's
skull and bones.
Yeah, the skull and bones is fuck. See, now you got I really got to really rethink because I have to watch what I say. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in it, but it's just like the more you let people know, you know what I'm saying, it's the more trouble you can get in.
You got it locked.
so like right now, so yeah, so it's the more you educate other people. So like, you know, for example, like I'm telling you, right? So you go tell your girlfriend probably tell her sister, you know what I'm saying, so on forth. It's like a domino effect, pretty much. So it's
the butterfly effect.
You know, pretty much. That's why I said something like, but like, because it's like, if I teach you something, you turn around and teach somebody else. Now it went to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6,
right? And
they don't like that,
like COVID.
See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. Like I don't know. Just if you ask me certain stuff, I'm gonna tell you, but I can't just
tell me.
Yeah.
I remember for some reason back in like high school, like I want to say like sophomore year probably, on the basketball team, like me and like probably like a group of maybe like 5-6 guys got really like almost like borderline obsessed with like the Illuminati, right? Because we were figuring it out. Like it was like the first time we were getting to kind of these conspiracy theories or whatever, and we were kind of like always like we're looking more into it about like, you know, like the number 6 triangle. That's what like LeBron James was like, yeah, over in like Miami, things like that. The triangle, you know, the dollar, like just like, you know, your basics door stepping into like that stuff.
Oh yeah. See,
and it was wild because I remember like when we were talking about, we would starting to see it like everywhere, bro.
Yeah. So like
mostly it's like the cartoons.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like I started seeing it every time I turn the TV on, I'm like,
mostly SpongeBob and Family Guy got it the most.
Yeah,
that's another. Yeah, that's another thing too. Because that's when I would watch Family Guy a lot.
Yeah, like what you were saying when you bring up that guy. It's pretty much once you see it, now you see it all the time type of thing. Like everybody says, like you said, they say the dude died, but they don't like know or something like that.
They forgot about it. They forgot his name, but like yeah,
it's like that. So once you figure it out, like I don't know if you watched the movie Number 23. You gotta watch Number 23. That
sounds familiar though.
It's with
I've seen 21, the card one. About gambling.
The Number 23 with I don't want to say his name wrong.
Let me see. I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah. He played the movie The Mask.
You talking about he's in The Mask. You talking about the main character, right?
Yeah. What's his name? Like Pharaoh or something? No, it's not Pharaoh.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. I think he played in the 23.
I've seen this.
Yes.
I've seen the movie cover before. I don't think I've ever seen it though.
He was obsessed with 23. How everything equals up to 23 and all the.
Bro, okay, this is getting scary now, dog. It's not the number 2. So I don't know why. So I did a podcast, right? I did a series in Santa Maria, right? And I met these people over in St. Louis, not St. Louis, in Santa Maria, and so they were cool people, you know, like their music, like the artist was Little Bones, right? And his studio was called Room 33 Recording Studios. 33, and that has nothing to do with it, but like this is what put it in my head, and it was crazy since then, and now it's wild that we're bringing it here. Is people are reposting it because I did an episode with him, and he was the episode I just did. So all the guys, that guy, his name's Lil Bones, and he posted like on his story, like, yeah, I named my recording studio Room 33 because like the last like 10 years 33 has been popping up everywhere, right? And I'm like, that's interesting. I wonder like if there is a number like in my life that I'm not seeing, right? And so I'm like, I'm gonna start trying to pay attention a little more to see like if I'm seeing these numbers or I'm not, right? And so I kind of just thought about it, put it back in my head, whatever. And then like the night after, or like maybe later that day, I was going on Twitter and I was looking, and I'm like, I started noticing like everything was posted like 3 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 3 hours ago. And then it was like 1 hour ago, 1 hour ago, 1 hour ago. And then I kept seeing like 3 and 1. So like 31.
Didn't you have 31 in what you got though?
Huh?
In Greenville.
That was my first jersey number, huh? Junior year. It was. Junior year, I was 31. Holy shit, dude. Just I didn't even remember that. Bro, and then I was starting to see it, bro, and I'm starting to trip out, bro. I'm like, dog, dude, this is weird. And then I play Apex Legends. You remember we used to play Apex. I still play it, and I was looking to buy a new skin, and I was going through the skins, and on Bangalore's skin, she just randomly has 31, like right here, 31 on the thing. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, 31. Now you have to look it up because 31 has different different meanings. And I can tell you this, that's gonna blow your mind. The world is run off of colors and numbers.
See, I've heard that before. Like the world is just like all numbers
and colors.
I've never heard of colors, but I heard the number thing. But I never heard the colors. That's interesting.
But the colors match up to the numbers. Yeah, like it's. I don't want to get into like the numbers thing, but if you kind of see certain shit like okay, I'm about to give a lot of shit out. All right, so like the MTV Awards and all that, them are kind of like gatherings. Yeah, you have to look up. Matter of fact, I want you to.
Bro, this is getting weird, dog.
I don't want to blow your mind.
My mind's already pretty blown right now.
Okay, so so it's run off numbers and colors.
Okay.
MTV, like all the awards show are like, is it called psyops or just meetings? I'm gonna say meetings. I don't want to say the wrong word.
You mean gatherings?
Gatherings, right?
Okay.
A better proper word, right? And it's pretty much like, hey, so this is what we're gonna do, but they speak it in code that you have to kind of read between the lines of everything. You know what I'm saying? Because everything pretty much ain't left and everything ain't right, but everything ain't right ain't left. But sometimes everything that ain't wrong ain't right, but sometimes everything that's right is right. If you get what I'm saying. Everything ain't left, but sometimes everything is right. You know what I'm saying? Mm. So, if anybody that like kind of like research all the Illuminati shit, they can understand what I said.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's pretty much meetings. They pretty much warn everything, even to the point where the performances, it goes to the dances, all that shit. Like it's really like crazy shit. They really like program people like through shit. Like what's that dude name? He was in the video and all he was doing was dancing. He was like in the warehouse.
Oh, Childish Gambino?
Yes. Now, if you go back and look at it, you probably after this, you're going to be like, oh, shit. You know how everything was in the background and shit?
This is America, right?
Yes. And you know how everything in the background, everybody was like, shit was going crazy in the background. Yeah. Fires, a cop killing and all that. Now, if everybody go back and look at it now, I'm not going to say that's 2021. But now, if you go look, it's some shit like.
That was like all of 2020.
I ain't about to say nothing, but yeah, like everything, like they pretty much what I research. People gonna think I'm an Illuminati because like I do research, but that I research is that before they do anything, they have to warn you. So that's why all the videos be there. I don't know if you've seen a movie called In Plain Sight. It's a movie, The Get Out, The Us, 23. What else is there? The Matrix. What else is there? What is that? What's that one when the shorty had the she had the little thing over her eye? Bird Box.
Bird Box, yeah.
Now Bird Box got so much like conspiracy theory and that shit. Yeah. Because if you think about it, the people that couldn't, if you watch all through it, the people that couldn't hear, and the people that couldn't see made it. Because remember, she went to the little thing.
Yeah.
And then if you think about it, the little famous thing,
I don't know even see no speak no evil.
I just blew everybody wig back right there.
Hear no evil.
Speak no evil. See no evil. And then if you look, and then the people that was in there couldn't either see or couldn't hear.
Right. So you're saying that's how we have to live our lives?
No,
Is that the message? And I'm saying that's the message of that?
That's I don't know, but that's what I've seen. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's how you're supposed to live or anything.
Right.
You know, I'm not telling anybody to live, you know what I'm saying, any other way but how they want to live. But, you know what I'm saying, it's better to know than not to know, and it's worse to know and make it seem like you don't know. Yeah, it's a way, like, if you know, then, like, act like you know. But don't be like, oh, yeah, I know this, but no, that's not true. And then you did some research, and just because you did some research, now you scared. And you're like, oh, hell no. Because the more you know, the crazy shit gets.
Is masturbating on an airplane illegal?
Oh, my God. I don't know. I don't never.
Why does it feel like it's illegal?
I ain't never.
Okay, look.
Wait, now I'm thinking about it. Is Jordan in the Mile High Club, is it illegal?
Huh?
I'm about to say
Like having sex in the airplane getting head in the airplane. Is that okay?
I don't know. Well, because you can't do anything sexual on the bus, right? Is having sex on the bus, because you can't have sex in public.
But is that actually public?
If you're in the restroom.
You're in the bathroom, so like.
But is it different rules in the air?
Yeah. I mean, on the airplane there is, because I mean, you can't have like a full bottle of soap. I mean, or body wash or what, a liquid.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Why is that illegal?
I don't know.
Because of bombs?
I don't know. You know you can text in the air? You can text on the plane?
Sometimes I can't. I'm gonna look this up real quick.
Yeah, see? Look at this.
I'm gonna say, is masturbating.
I don't know, because when I watched this video today, right, and it's a sex doctor, right, and she said that when you have sex with your girlfriend and she don't orgasm, all you did is jack off in the pussy. So like,
but on the airplane though, is it okay?
If you're in an airplane and she don't come or squirt, you basically jack off in the pussy. So
oh shit! Like, I don't see now. Look at this. That question crazy. Is it? We need to know.
This is weird.
Is it yes or no?
If it's not, I'm gonna do it anyways.
Because you know them videos and random videos and the people be getting head like in a seat.
What the fuck? So I typed in. I googled exactly this. Is masturbating? Wait, hold on. Let me. Not okay. No, hold on. Oh, is masturbating on an airplane illegal? Google search. It says, warning, child sexual abuse imagery is illegal. If you see any, and then that's like the first thing it says on here.
So what
top 5 things you can't do on a plane.
Okay.
Several women say airlines don't take their complaints about men.
Okay.
Is it illegal to masturbate on an airplane? Yahoo News.
No. Yes.
There's nothing like official here. It's just like people answering. So
pretty much what he's saying is, guys, if you want to masturbate in the plane, do your thing.
Whether laws apply depends on this.
It depends on the airline.
Okay. This is the best answer I found. Masturbating in itself is not illegal on board on airplane. Whether other laws might apply depends on the exact circumstance. If you do it in front of people and it disrupts the flight and you fail to stop when requested to do so by the crew, you might have a problem. Can you imagine masturbating, getting like caught, and then like stop? You're like, no.
In climax though, like this.
But like, not imagine if you're not in climax. You sitting there masturbating. You like they open the door, like they're like, sir, stop masturbating. Like you're all nah, and you just keep masturbating. Can you imagine like what kind of person you are if you did that?
Dang, why did I put that in like character? Like,
nah, we
keep
ain't.
saying what you gonna say. Go ahead.
It's like turning them up.
Say it how you
okay,
want
so it seems like if you do it in private and don't get caught, it's not illegal. But if you do it in front of somebody or like someone sees, it's illegal.
So
because then you're
much,
like doing something sexual in public.
So you pretty much saying that they need kind of like some lotion where it don't make that sound. I'm just trying to help them out, 'cause you know what I'm saying.
You know something.
Cause you know that I don't know. I never
you gotta slow stroke your shit.
Yeah, I ain't never jacked off, so I don't know. So
Hey,
I don't know. So I just know, like, you know what I'm saying, like they gotta have some lotion that don't make that little clunky sound, right?
I guess so.
Yeah,
They can't be going to town on this shit. So
yeah,
pretty much.
Some people might not want to know feeling. They might just want to just dry bump. You know, some people got dry coochie. So.
Right, bro. We'll bring this one to an end, man. It's been a fucking pleasure. How I like to end the shows is I like to hand the mic over to you and let you have like your last words on the mic, whether you want to, you know, say whatever you want to say. Just your last uninterrupted time on the mic, and then when you hand it back over to me, I'm gonna go ahead and close the show, man. So, Adam, it was a pleasure. Here's the last words on the mic, man.
All right, appreciate you having me. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing. You guys can follow me at official_Dag_Uno. I think I'm saying it right. Official Dag_Uno. Then you can follow my clothing line at Dagg Life's Clothing. I will be dropping a lot of stuff in the beginning of the year. I'm getting everything set up, the website and everything like that. No promises on if I'm gonna drop a lot of more content on my personal, but I for sure will drop a lot of more content on my business, my clothing line page. That's pretty much it.
Bro, I'm gonna have to get me a shirt and have it back here like I have with the internet, the EUI one right there.
Oh yeah,
I have to get it back here. But all right, man, it was a pleasure, bro. It was a pleasure. I'm glad you came on the podcast. Thank you again for driving out here for this, man. It means a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This has been my boy, Adam, and it's been me, your host, aka OMG. Has been the Sit Down podcast, man. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
peace. That's a wild one.
Bro, conspiracy theory one. Bro, so number 23 has to do with those numbers and shit?
Yeah, number 23, bro. I promise you. Number 23.
I gotta go watch that shit.
Look, I watched it like one time ago.
Damn,
But
I forgot to turn these motherfuckers on.
that's how epic it was. If you turned on that, it would have been crazy. So the number 23, bro, is crazy, bro. Like
I think my mom used to have that movie like in her little collection, because I've seen that one before. Like I've seen that like.
yeah, because he went crazy about it. Like he always seen 23. He always seen it, and it was like he was getting in detail, like how all the numbers connect to 23. How if you break anything down, it comes to 23 and all that shit. Like crazy shit. That shit like blew my mind. That's what kind of got me into like the conspiracy too. Well, my little cousin did. My little cousin like can just sit here, bro, and like really like if he was here, he'd have been like, yeah, this and this and this and that. You'd be